Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Emerge I-51 UK Masters. I'm Matters, joining me is Penguin, and we're getting into an upper bracket round 2 game right now.
And it's going to start off on Habitation Station, one of the maps that we are a little bit more familiar with here. And, well, Habitation Station is a map that these guys have played on many times, and this is going to be a match between two of the favorites in this tournament. They are now top 4 in the winner bracket, which means they're top 6 overall. One more win will guarantee them prize money medals. And in the top right spawn location, we have our red Protoss player playing for Team Dignitas. It is dBlinG. And in the top left spawn location, we've got our blue Protoss player representing Team Fnatic. It is Harstem.
So as you mentioned, this is probably a game between two of the favorites to take the entire thing. I reckon most people, if you ask them to give a top 3, it would be Tearful, dBlinG, and Harstem.
With Mini Razor as an outside shot.
Yeah.
I agree.
So, with this, I'm very interested to see how these two battle it out. Now, whoever wins this advances straight on into the upper bracket final. They only got to win that to guarantee themselves a spot in the grand final. If they win here, they guarantee themselves at least some prize money. The loser, though, isn't eliminated. They just get knocked down into the lower bracket round 2, which is obviously not too bad for them.
Yeah, and of course, since the double elimination part of this tournament's only 8 people, getting knocked to the loser bracket's not as terrible as getting knocked to a loser bracket in like a 256-person tournament like MLG or something.
Yep.
Like, it's very realistic for the loser of this to still come out and reach the grand final, so we'll just have to see who wins, though, because we do have a game on our hands here, and things are going pretty normally to start. And, well, this pylon kind of looks like a Stargate to me from dBlinG.
It does. It is a really common place, but it could also be a pylon just for advanced warning if your opponent's going for a Stargate. It's even if you're not going to build something over here, it's a great idea to put a pylon or a supply depot or something positioned at the very edge of your main, just so you get that extra couple of seconds warning if something's coming to get you from the space. But yeah, nothing too crazy. Harstem is checking for proxies, which is a wise thing to do.
And it's kind of funny that he's checking for proxies at 3 minutes in, but probably just checking for Stargates and the like. For now, we have a second gateway coming up from Harstem. We saw Harstem play a PvP series yesterday against Boombox, and this is a build that we did see him use once. And this is going to just mean a lot of Stalkers for him, which should be pretty decent against the Stargate opening that we're seeing from dBlinG.
It definitely should be. It's going to be really interesting to see exactly how these two play it out. dBlinG has 2 options from this Stargate. He can be going Oracles, or he could be going for a Oracle. Oracle or Phoenix, basically. Oh, Harstem may actually go over there, and Scout does see it.
Just barely there. He almost missed that, but not only does he scout it, he may be able to get away with the probe's life.
And getting away with that is actually quite useful.
Yeah.
Most people won't be able to pick it off, but seeing the Stargate was the big win there for Harstem.
This is a really interesting... Oh, is this going to be a Twilight? Oh, please tell me this is going to be a Twilight. Wait for it, wait for it. Oh, this could, okay. This could be an Adominus build where you basically go a Phoenix, an Oracle. Adominus did this build. I don't know if it's this build, but he did a build in WCS against Baby Knight where he got a Phoenix, then an Oracle. Then he used the Phoenix to kill the Observer and warped in DTs.
Yes, I remember seeing that. It was an amazing build. It was so brilliant. That'd be awesome if that did come through.
And, well, he is just going to be scouting here initially with the Phoenix. And now, seeing no Robo, this kind of tells him that he doesn't need the Oracle. Because there's no reason to get an Oracle if you don't see a Robo. Because the Oracle's entire point is to kill off that Observer. Which is why we don't see him continuing anything out of the Stargate. Basically, there's not much to contest the DTs here, detection-wise. There's not much at all. And basically, dBlinG is just going to keep trying to scout here with this Phoenix. And then eventually, if he does see a Robo added on, he'll probably click that E button for the Oracle.
Interesting that we're not seeing any kind of detection coming down from Harstem. Is it a bit of an oversight? Okay, he is now adding it in. This is important that the robotics facility is coming down. And dBlinG needs to sit so he can start up that Oracle, as you said, to grant detection to be able to try and snipe off the Observer.
This is such a hard thing to actually do as well. Like, This is so cool to see. I'm really interested to see just how much the damage the DTs can do, because the Dark Shrine should be done before the Robo is done, which means that then you have to count in, you have to factor in the amount of time it takes to actually make the Observer. So there's actually going to be a fair amount of time here where
Harstem's moving out.
that he is.
Nothing back at home to defend with other than the Mothership Core.
He should have an overcharge and maybe a defensive DT if he decides to use that, but the Nexus is not quite done. It's still 15 seconds till it's done. He's not going to be able to overcharge this. That's a sentry. That's not going to do too much. Oh, no. He's going to lose the Mothership Core. That's disastrous here. But the DT is moving on in here. No detection just yet. He's chroning out an Observer now. That is coming on out. Harstem does have detection here. He may be able to just take this very, very quickly here, as he's going to be able to kill up that expansion of dBlinGs very easily.
Phone overcharge triggered, ready for the second the Observer comes through. GG's
GG.
cool. Harstem takes game number 1 of this best of 3.